All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to unpack one of the most powerful new tools to land in human resources, generative AI. We're going to focus specifically on how you can really master ChatGPT for everything from writing job posts to drafting entire company policies. You know, this quote right here really sets the stage for everything we're about to talk about. The whole idea isn't about AI replacing people, it's about partnership. Think of AI as this incredibly powerful assistant, but it's your human expertise, your judgment that really unlocks what it can do. So let's think about this the right way. Bringing AI into your workflow, it's like getting a brand new top-of-the-line toolkit, right? You wouldn't use a wrench to hammer a nail, and the same idea applies here. Different AI tools are built for very different jobs. And you can see right away, there's a whole range of tools out there for HR. You've got tools for research like Google Gemini, some for marketing like Jasper, and you can even find tools that create training videos like Synthesia. But today, we're going to laser focus on the undisputed powerhouse for text generation, ChatGPT. Honestly, ChatGPT is a total game changer for HR professionals, mainly because it tackles those super time-consuming, text-heavy tasks. We're talking about taking things that used to eat up your entire afternoon and shrinking them down to just a couple of minutes. Seriously. So here's the key thing to understand. Generative AI creates, while older AI might, say, predict employee turnover, which is super useful, don't get me wrong. Generative AI actually produces something new for you. It writes a brand new draft of a policy or an onboarding script or even a performance review summary. It's a partner that makes content from scratch. This right here is that human-AI partnership in action. Let's walk through it. The task? Draft a job post. So ChatGPT does all the heavy lifting, right? It creates this really comprehensive first draft. But then you, the HR professional, come in and add that critical human touch. You tweak the tone, you add specific details about your company culture, and you make sure it's all compliant. The result? A huge boost in efficiency, but with zero sacrifice in quality. Okay, so we know it's powerful. We get it. But how do we actually get it to do what we want it to do? Well, this brings us to what is easily the single most important skill for using this stuff: prompting. The quality of what you get out is 100% dependent on the quality of what you put in. I love this quote because it is just so true. You can't just throw a vague request at it and expect some amazing professional result. Mastering the art of writing clear, specific instructions, what people are calling prompt engineering, that's the real secret to unlocking this tool's power. And just look at the difference on this slide. It's night and day. On the left, a bad prompt. Summarize this HR data. It's so vague. You're going to get a generic, pretty useless summary back. But on the right, the good prompt. It assigns a role, it specifies the data, it describes exactly what you want, and it even sets a format. That's how you get something you can actually use. And here it is. This is a super simple, repeatable formula you can use every single time. First, give it context. Tell it what role to play. Second, give it a clear task. Third, describe the output you're looking for, what insights you need. And last, define the format. If you follow this structure, you're going to get high-quality results consistently. All right, now that we understand the power, we have to talk about responsibility. You've got this incredible new tool, so think of these AI policies and best practices as your safety manual. You wouldn't operate heavy machinery without one, and honestly, the same principle applies here. Let me be absolutely crystal clear on this. The number one priority, above all else, when using any AI tool in HR is protecting employee data. This is not a suggestion, it is a non-negotiable requirement. So here's your checklist. Never, ever upload confidential employee info to a public tool. Always get your IT department's approval. Use anonymous data when you can. And most importantly, always, and I mean always, have a human review the output before it goes anywhere. And that brings us to what is maybe the most important guardrail of them all. AI is an assistant. It's a tool. It is not and should not be a replacement for human judgment. Final decisions, especially the ones that impact people's careers, absolutely require human oversight for fairness, for accuracy, and for getting the tone just right. So, how does this all come together? Well, the future of HR isn't some sci-fi movie where robots have taken over. It's about HR professionals like you being augmented, being empowered by AI. It's about freeing you up to focus on the more strategic, high-value work. This image really captures that ideal partnership perfectly, doesn't it? The AI handles the first draft, the data summary, the routine stuff.
And that frees you, the human professional, up to do what humans do best. Think strategically, build an amazing company culture, and actually connect with your people.
So if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. Generative AI is not here to replace your judgment or your expertise. It is a tool designed to amplify your creativity and to make your insights easier and faster to put into action.
And that really just leaves us with one final question for you. The technology is here, it's powerful. The real challenge now isn't about if you should adopt it, but how. As an HR leader, as a professional in this space, how will you lead this change responsibly in your organization?